Five.
Nice.
What's up, guys? Bearded Jeeper here. I'm here with Matt, and he's going to be showing me his rig. If you guys have ever wanted to see an awesome lifted blazer, here we'll show you. Look at this thing. This thing is built up like crazy. We just got done coming up a trail and figured I wanted to do more of these live streams where I show you guys some of the rigs that I wheel with and some of the mods that they've done to them. So if you guys want to do something, you can see stuff. So we just got a hi from Anchorage, Alaska.
Hello.
Hello from Alaska. That's a far way away from here.
Yeah, I'd like to drive with you.
All right, Matt, you're on. Let's take a look at your rig. Tell us what you've done to it.
It started out as I leased it brand new in 2002, and a month after I got it, I put a independent suspension lift in it and voided every warranty it had. But it was fun. The independent suspension on these blades is pretty weak, so I kept breaking stuff in it, the hubs, the tie rods, idler arms. I decided that it was time to put a real axle in it, and I know it's a Chevy, but it's got a Ford F-250 from a 79 F-250 front axle. It's a Dana 44, and I put Bronco outers on it so I could still have a 5 wood. Got Reed racing knuckles. What else? High steer kit from WFO.
I'm really impressed to how high his steering is. I mean, you're not gonna hit that off anything, I don't think. No. Except your frame, maybe.
Yeah.
You said you had to notch out your frame, right?
Yeah, a little bit, and it rubs the leaf spring a little bit. Those are all-pro off-road 4Runner 6-inch lift springs.
4Runner springs on this.
4Runner's way the same as the Blazers, just about. It took quite a long time to plan this and to gather parts, because we know it's an expensive hobby and not everybody can afford it all at once. So
definitely not.
That's an ORD solid axle conversion kit. It's held up pretty good. One thing I do recommend though, you want to beef up the frame, because I've cracked this frame on both sides several times, and my buddy Paul Doobie patched it up and welded it all up nice last year, I think it was.
I was gonna say, you can hardly tell now, but that might be because of all the grease and dirt in there.
Yep. And the ORD kit, this is all a bolt-in kit, but my good buddy down in Mass, where I originally lived, Adam Nader, welded that all on for me. He's throughout the years he's helped me do a lot of work on this old girl.
Yeah, she's been through a lot. She keeps up on all the trails that we take it on, and
yeah,
especially for being leaf sprung.
Yeah, it's most of the research is finding a leaf spring setup that will actually flex. The rear springs, it's the stock VR2 spring pack.
Hey, we're not talking about the blue Jeep in the background. But that's the blue Jeep in the background. She did well on 3.5-inch lift now. We're talking about the Blazer though.
Let me tell you, that thing is unstoppable.
I'm gonna be posting some pictures on Instagram later. You guys will have to check them out. I didn't have it completely flexed out, but it flexed really well on some of these rocks.
I think we'll be putting her up on this rock in a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to put her up on this rock, see if it flexes anymore.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a stock VR2 spring pack with a K5 Blazer, full-size Blazer spring pack added to it to give it the proper height, and it's pretty flexible. It is still legal. The measurement in New Hampshire is 30 inches maximum height. She's right around 28 inches in the front and the back. They measure it from the lowest hanging point on the forward and rear of the vehicle. And
she definitely sits right up there too, though.
I haven't stopped and measured a few times, but law enforcement are always respectful. And,
We got asked if the leaf springs ever hit on the Blazer.
no.
No,
No.
not at all.
I drag my axles a lot. I got hung up a bunch of times tonight because I kept hitting the axles on some rocks.
Yeah, I know your rear diff hit most, I think. I think the rear hit more than the front.
Yeah. But, yeah, the rear axle is the stock ZI2 8.5-inch 10-bolt. And it has Yukon gears and axles, 456 gears. And the front also has Yukon gears and axles. And the Detroit locker in the back. And there is I do have an electric locker in the front.
Doesn't work too well, huh?
I'm not gonna name who it is. 'Cause, they were good to me. The first one didn't work too good at all, so they sent me a replacement for it for free. And but that it's not really, it works, but not for extreme off-road. So, but I'm not gonna bash anybody.
They're asking if you had any tire rub.
Oh, yeah. She's made her own room. I've used the Sawzall and a hammer, especially in the front.
Yeah, and these are 35s, right?
Yep. And
yeah, so the front has some custom work done to make sure they don't rub.
Big hammer and a Sawzall. But
and the custom fender work.
Yep, that is a sheet of coroplast. Keeps it legal because the tires have to be covered in New Hampshire.
I hate that New Hampshire law.
I know, but my inspection guy, I respect him and I don't want to cause him any problems, so I keep the truck legal.
He said it looks like 15 inches of flex in the back.
I never actually measured it, but it's 12 inches taller than a stock ZI2.
Definitely has some room to flex.
It's fun. But let's see, what else is in this big piece of garbage?
Oh, you want to talk about the chains?
Oh yeah. So S10s with the 4.3s are notorious for crapping out motor mounts and transmission mounts. I got sick of changing them, so I just chained it all down. The front, both the passenger and driver's side motor mount are broken, but I have chains holding it in. So
well, they seem to be doing the trick. The motor's not falling out, the transmission's not falling out.
Right.
You have to tighten it up every now and then.
Yeah. And I have an Atlas 2 transfer case. And
Which I'm jealous of.
yeah. That thing is bulletproof. These are, I don't know if you want to see the sticker, but these are Tatton drive shafts. I get them on eBay, and they are pretty stout.
He said not a Jeep, but still a nice rig.
Thanks. And that's...
I think could be classified as a Jeep.
Yeah.
It definitely
when you look
sticks
at it
with
from
us.
the bottom, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else has she got?
You want to show him your tool setup in the back?
Oh yeah.
I think Matt has one of the best tool selections to choose from. That's why when he's always on the trail, he's one of the rigs to open up first, because he has quite a bit of tools in here.
Yeah, don't worry, it is a mess in here.
It's an organized chaos.
Yep. So I have my sleeping mat, my work mat.
Both.
Yep. And let's see, I got a bag of wrenches.
I think when we were on the Jake Jamboree, you were the one who gave me that bolt for my control arm that lost its bolt.
Yeah, I got my bolts in. All kinds of good stuff.
We actually got a bolt from that, what was it, yesterday or a couple days ago, when we finally got my skid plate on the front there.
Yeah. I have an extra motor mount. Let's see. Whatever. But and this one is just odds and ends. Stuff I might need. Upholstery tools, because you never know, you might have an electrical fire in your door. I've seen that happen when power windows and stuff get submerged. This is the special nut for the ball joint adjuster on the front. And
Oh, it sounds like we might have people coming.
Yep.
We are kind of blocking the trail.
Oops.
Perfect. Some Sabbath sides. We could probably keep it down so we don't block the trail. I think they're doing some kind of poker run. We saw some poker cards at the beginning of this trail. A lot of side-by-sides like these trails up here. Somebody was asking about gas mileage. I think that's kind of a joke when it comes to off-road vehicles. But some don't do bad. Like my JK is not horrible. It could do better. It's still on stock gears, so.
I get about 8 miles per gallon on the highway. And about 15 around town.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's because of the gears. And it's the stock 4.3 that's in it, but I have a Hypertech program in it, and it helps a little bit, but I don't know whether she's getting tired or
Time to
tired
drop
of gears.
that big engine you got in there.
Yeah, she needs a V8. She's getting a little tired.
But you got the locking hubs too. We forgot to point that out, I think.
Oh yeah.
Did you get better gas mileage when you put those in?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, the outers are, I think that's the second set. I've only broken 2, and they're always to the passenger side for some reason.
Huh.
2 of the actual locking hub units. Let's see, I broke 1 axle shaft on this side. I got stuck in the stow bank on my front lawn, and I broke that axle shaft right at the end. The U-joint exploded.
I really like your front grill thing. This whole thing folds down, and like you could sit in it or you could stand up on it to work on the engine. It's really kind of handy.
I got the idea from the piece of garbage Humvees. I used to work on.
If you guys don't know, Matt was in the Army. How many years were you in the Army?
16.
16 years. So leave a comment below thanking him for his service. We'd love to honor any of the veterans and any people serving. So
I appreciate it. All I should do is take these out. Ow. I always do that to make sure I have feeling in my hands. Pretty simple, you just take these bolts out. Plus, very few companies make anything for S10, so you have to build it all yourself.
So a lot of this has been fabricated and put together over time.
Yeah, I gotta give another shout out to my buddy Adam Dater, who finally got me to get this thing back together. She sat for 6 years in my parents' backyard, and I wanted nothing to do with it. No ambition, and then finally one day,
Now you wheel the hell out of it.
yeah, kicked me in the ass, and I put it all together.
And this Badlands winch, right?
It's
Or
tough stuff.
Tough Stuff, kind of the same,
Yeah.
probably one of their off brands or something. But
Yeah.
how do you like that winch? If you had to,
I love it.
held up pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Now steel cable versus synthetic, which
Hmm.
I know a lot of people are synthetic. I know some people argue steel cable is better.
Yeah, the cable will kill you.
It definitely whack. I've seen one break. One of my older videos actually has I think it was Jason Morris. I think his winch cable snapped, or it was someone's winch cable snapped, and I remember Eric Alexander got the brunt of the cable coming back, or one of the hooks or something hit his windshield, and, or didn't hit his windshield, hit the his headlight and broke the like surrounding part of his headlight. So
Yeah, but you always want to drape something over the cable. And if you have to cross the winch line, rule number one is don't cross the winch line. Walk around the back of your truck. But if you do absolutely have to, they taught us this, you step on the cable, not over the cable.
yes, that's a good idea.
Because if it breaks, it'll just flip you off, hopefully. But if you're stranded, you'll be probably cut in half.
I definitely like the synthetic for being able to like splice it back together.
Yeah.
Actually, Ben from JK Gear and Gadgets, he just made a really cool video on an easy way with no special thimble or anything to splice it back together, and that's really handy to have on the trail. And metal lines, you can't really splice it well.
No, unless you get a bunch of, like, I have a bunch of these, but huge ones.
Yeah, and those might hold it, but I don't know if I'd trust that.
That's just to get you off the trail.
Yep.
And you can't wind it, if you put these on, you can't wind the winch in.
Yeah, that probably would make big marks on the drum and stuff. And
yeah, you hope you break it in like the first outer half of the cable. But yeah, I would like the synthetic line for the weight saving. And because every once in a while, well, you have to with a synthetic winch line, you have to unreel it and clean it.
yeah.
I unwind this like 4 times a year and oil it.
It's all about proper maintenance too,
Yeah.
keeping up with everything.
Yeah. The front shocks are the stock Bilstings that came in the back of the truck.
So, since what 2002, right?
Yeah.
So and they're still working fine.
Yeah.
What do you have in the rear then?
Just the cheapest
Ones you could find.
Napa shocks I could find for, I think they're for 8-inch lift full size Chevy pickup truck, an older one.
Oh, perfect. Got Mickey Thompson tires.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, you've had a couple of sets of these, right? You buy some for the front and swap them out, swap the backs to the front.
Yeah, but it's cheaper that way. You buy 2 at a time.
Hey, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Definitely tires aren't cheap.
These ridiculous things, or everybody got asked if they're clotheslines, and no,
They could be clotheslines if you're overlanding or something.
But they've saved my windshield a whole bunch of times. They're limb risers. I used to get a brand new windshield at least twice a year till I put those on.
That's impressive. Yeah, I see a lot more people running them, especially around here. People out west don't really have to worry about them because they don't really have trees out there.
Right.
Well, unless you're in like the northwest or something.
Right.
But out in the desert area, you don't have to worry about any trees or anything.
Yeah. Out there you can go really fast. Which this will not do.
Yeah, max speed, 60 miles an hour.
Yeah. And a lot of people ask me about the transmission. It's still the original 4L60E that came with the truck.
It's pretty impressive.
A lot of people have problems with them, but if you take care of them.
Tie them up with a chain, keep them.
Yeah.
Keep them in line.
Never change the fluid. I put Lucas transmission fix in it.
That stuff works like miracle.
Yeah. I've never had a problem. So.
And what kind of lights are these?
Those are just old school KC daylighters.
The old school KCs.
Yeah, I have them wired into my high beams, which is probably not legal, but
Shh.
I should probably put that switch in there. Stop being lazy.
He has a switch in there. It's all right. Oh, and you don't have your light switches in your door anymore, do you?
No, I took all those. I went crazy for light bars for a while. And I had one on the front, the back, and both sides.
Yeah, he had a giant roof rack, and it was basically lined with light bars all the way around.
Which was great because I like the night wheel in camp and stuff. But there was did they pass that law where they're not legal anymore unless they're covered? And,
Yeah, you're not supposed to have light bars that aren't covered. I think if they're below your headlights, they're okay.
yeah.
But I've seen a couple people running them like in the bottom of their bumper or something, and having them on during the day. And
Oh, that is. You don't need them on.
no, they're
On the street.
and they're like super bright, and you don't really. If your headlights can't keep up with that, then you need to probably upgrade your headlights or the bulbs or something.
Yeah, I did do the mod with both the. This is the low beam, and that's the high beam. I did the mod where they're both staying on at the same time.
I've seen that. I like that.
That's legal because the.
Yeah, if your high beams are on, there shouldn't be any traffic on the road anyway. So.
Yeah, but I don't drive it at night that much unless I'm in the woods.
Yeah, I think we got to get a night run going up through here. Some of you may know where we are. We won't say it publicly, just because I know at least in New England area, people don't like to disclose the trail names as much, just because a lot of them get trashed.
Yeah, and they get cold. We've done a clean out in here.
Yeah, we took Matt's trailer through here, and Claremont has a day where they take all the trash and whatever, and we got a bunch of tires and an old grill, and oh, we did a video of that's up on the channel. Yeah, Chris, when he had his Jeep, he went with us, and
his kids.
Yeah, his kids, and we got tons of tires out of the side of the bank and everything. So
yeah, and we came across the police chief of the next town over.
Oh yeah, and he was out there training his dogs, hunting.
He's a nice guy.
Wicked nice guy.
This is for where am I? Because it's a pain in the neck to open my hood.
As you guys just saw.
I made this. I got this idea from my buddy Adam Reeder. In case you haven't guessed it, he's taught me a lot of stuff.
Pretty smart guy.
Yep. And you just plug this in here, and then you make sparks like that.
That works really well too, because then you can have like more of a lead than you would if you ran it all the way up to your battery. What side's your battery on? This side?
This side, yeah.
Yeah, so you just gain a little bit of a distance there.
Yep. And
I really like that mod.
You can weld with these. I have had to do that once or twice.
Hook a couple of batteries up.
No, I just plug this in there and grab a coat hanger and go.
We just got a $2 super chat.
Oh, hello.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's the first super chat. If you guys want to help support the channel any, what we do, hanging out with friends, wheeling, having a good time, consider super chat. That really helps, and really appreciate that.
See, the inside there's not much going on, but one interesting thing, if you have a Blazer that has the electronic transfer case, I think even the medium shift transfer cases the S10s have computers for everything. There's the PCM, there's the transmission computer, and there's a transfer case controller.
Yeah.
Uh, so in order for the truck to know it's in long range, I had to put this switch in. It grounds the computer and tells it it's in low range,
Huh.
so it'll ship properly.
That seems like kind of a pain to,
Yeah.
but
It took me a while to figure it out because it would never have shipped out of first gear, and then I remembered, oh yeah, it's probably.
that's what, yeah.
Yeah. So I forget which wires they are. It's all over the internet, the mods that you can do. Yeah, it just switches to ground and she'll shift. But if I forget to put it back down when I go back to two-wheel drive too high,
It doesn't like it too much.
it'll go through all 4 gears after like 5 miles an hour.
Oh, jeez.
So, but yeah, if you eliminate the transfer case that it came stock with, you're gonna have to bypass the computer.
Have like a jumper cable or something to.
Yep. And this switch right here, this I had to wire in to an extra speed sensor because there's no more tone ring or anything in the front because that all got junk.
Yeah.
I spliced it in. I'm gonna turn the ABS on. I just hit the switch, but I leave it off because I hate.
So does that allow you to have cruise control still?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh, they said it's hard to hear you talk, but enjoying his work.
Oh.
I guess you gotta talk a little louder.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I might partially be holding my hand over the speaker. I don't know if that's any better.
Oh.
So I apologize for that. We'll work on the volume thing. But if you guys have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below. And even after we end this live stream, we'll both be in there answering questions. Obviously, he'll know the most about his rig, so
Yeah.
he'll be he'll be answering most of the questions. But if you guys have any questions, we'll definitely make sure we get the answers to you.
Yep.
We can't really say what trail we're on right now. Jack to Jeep was asking about what trail we're on. I will say it's between Newport and Claremont, New Hampshire. And any of you who are local to the area will know what trail we're on. We're at the top, this intersection here, so.
Yep. And if you do know which trail we're on, we'd like to organize a cleanup.
Yes, very much indeed. I'd also like to organize a cleanup up near the mica mines.
Oh yeah.
Because it's pretty dirty up there too. They're asking, how long did it take you to get to build it up to this point? Like since 2002, basically, right? Because or well, it sat for a while too, right?
Yeah, it sat for 6 years. While I was in Iraq, I gathered up some parts, and when I got home, I was just, maybe someday. And then my buddy Adam said, put it together or else. So I put it together. And a solid axle conversion, if you work steady on it, will take a weekend. That's it.
That's pretty easy.
And all the parts, axle included, cost less than the independent suspension that I put in it.
That's insane.
2002 prices.
And you get, it may be a little rougher ride, but you could probably get more flex out of it this way.
Oh, she rides like a marshmallow. No sway bars or anything. But you have to drive it appropriately. Especially if you're in a rig like his Jeep and this piece of garbage, you're going to attract attention. And if you want to keep the sport alive, drive responsibly. Be respectful of the.
Yeah, don't be doing burnouts out of every gas station and stuff. And I realize some of us have like locked rear ends and stuff that you might trip the tires a little bit, but don't intentionally do burnouts and try to look good for the sport, I guess. Yeah. We have way too many people that just like to trash the trails, and we want to try to keep them a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, and keep the public perception a little bit better than.
Right, because I don't know about some of the other states, but at least in New Hampshire, Class 6 roads are legal roads still, and you can drive on them, but a town can actually overthrow the Class 6, and it goes back to the property owner, and then you can't drive on it. So that happens when people trash the trails and stuff, and we definitely don't want to see that. I guess what are some future plans that you want to do to this?
She's getting, well, she's an O2. She has to wait a couple of years because it still passes emissions. Believe it or not.
Yeah, well, it has to be 20 years older, so
But
only a couple more years. And
I have a Chevy 350 from my brother-in-law's '79 van that I've had for, I'm 47 now. I've had it since I was in my early 20s. It's been in my old hot rods, and I'm kind of superstitious, so
that's gonna go in here.
Yeah, with the it's gonna be carbureted, but with if you can build a Q-Jet the right way, the old quadribog as people call them, they're really a decent carburetor if you know what you're doing. And
Yeah, you just gotta be careful going up hills that you don't starve it for fuel.
The Q-Jets won't do that.
Oh, they won't.
If you build it right.
I'm not hugely knowledgeable about carburetors. I've had fuel injection for my rigs, so
We'll run upside down and on its side.
that's impressive.
I flipped it 4 times, I think.
And you can't even really tell.
It's always the passenger side of the
Oh yeah, you do have that one dent. We actually were on the same trail that
yeah. Oh, so 5 times.
he had dented.
Yeah.
He came in close to a rock here and smashed this in. His exhaust he just recently redid too. It was a little bit more smushed in on the end here. I really like the cutout on the side.
Yeah, it keeps it out of the water, hopefully.
Yeah, it definitely puts it up high enough.
Yeah, because if you stall it in the water, there's a chance it can go back up. You don't want to do that.
No, definitely not.
But I've replaced this window a bunch of times. These are all dents. I just take the interior out and kick the dents back out. And behind here is a bunch of rot, but I covered it with coroplast sheets because eventually I'm gonna cut it out and I'm gonna put a toolbox in there.
That'll be really neat. Like those, make it like slide out or something.
Yeah. And let's see. I might put a manual transmission in it.
Ooh.
The older NV 4500s that came in the Chevy 3500s and stuff.
That'd be really neat.
They have a 6-to-1 low range, first gear or something like that.
That's insane.
With the 3.8 to 1 low range.
So you just put it in first gear and just walk beside it basically as it does the trail.
Yeah, and it's bulletproof. But because when I put the 350 in it.
Yeah, Jack to Jeep was asking if you ever think about a catback exhaust.
There's no muffler on it right now.
No muffler at all. You heard it here. No muffler.
Just the catalytic converter, and it's only a V6, so it's not really loud.
Yeah, she has a decent rumble though still. So.
Yeah. But yeah, when I put the 350 in it, it's not gonna be computer controlled anymore. There's no PCMs or anything. So I'm gonna have to put a manual valve body in the transmission because it won't be controlled by a computer anymore.
That'd be interesting.
So that's why I'm considering maybe if I gotta go through all that, maybe I'll just put a manual transmission in it anyway.
Might as well, right?
Yeah. It holds up to the 8 liters and all the Duramaxes and stuff. And
yeah, so it should be able to support this guy.
I might, I have a 14 bolt, the newer one, the 8AM. It's not really a 14 bolt, it's an American Axle Manufacturing 11.5 inch ring gear, 14 bolt from the newer 3500 pickup trucks.
Yeah, that thing is a beast. Like, I saw it the other day and that thing's huge.
I might put it in here, I don't know. It's big.
It probably weighs 100 pounds or more.
Yeah, it's like 500 pounds or something like that.
Is it that heavy?
Yeah, but it's bulletproof. I don't know.
Jesus.
I hit the differential on everything I can do. So, I don't know. If I put that in, I'll have to upgrade I'll put RCV shafts in the front.
Yeah, RCVs, yeah.
Because this is just a Dana 44. I don't know how big of a tire a 44 will hold up to.
I've seen some people run 37s, and I don't know about going any higher than 37s. You probably could do 40s. but that'd be probably pushing it.
Yeah, but then I have to lower the suspension.
Yeah. You probably have enough room to fit a 40 in there.
Yeah, I might. Because the front flexes a lot better than the back.
Yeah, you might have to trim some more out of the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, she holds up pretty well. All right, I guess that's about it, right?
Well, I gotta move this thing out of the way, then we gotta film you driving up on that rock.
Oh yeah.
It's a maiden voyage for Blue Springs.
Yeah, we'll have to test it out. It's not a super tall rock, but it definitely lets you flex out a little bit.
Tell me when I hit something.
Oh, you got plenty of room.
One thing about these Ford front axles, it doesn't steer.
No, especially when the hubs are locked in.
Turning radius of a battleship.
Wow, we've been live for like a half hour now.
Really?
36 minutes.
Are they sick of me yet?
Well, we're down to 3 people. We had, I think, up to 6 people watching at once.
That doesn't.
And we did get 1 super chat, so that's pretty awesome.
Yep.
Really appreciate that again. All right, I'll let you take over the camera there.
Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know that I'm dangerous with a camera in my hand. Yeehaw! I'm gonna try and get over here in the ticks. Hello, whoever commented I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see what you said. I'm sorry. Alrighty. Flexing out the brand new springs. Oh, what an animal. That's awesome. And he's got a lot more to go.
Not too shabby.
Nope, you're not even.
Not even flexed out.
There you go, bud.
So that's the 3.5-inch rock crawler springs on 37s. Still got plenty of room for flex. That's not fully flexed out. I think we had it more flexed out down there.
Yeah.
But thank you. Said they loved the Jeep. So that's what she's looking like right now.
Yeah. Oh, somebody did comment, but I don't have my glasses on. I couldn't see what they said.
Oh,
Sorry.
I think there's some way to I don't know how to view it.
Oh wait, maybe I can get it on my phone.
Probably be a delay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we've been on here for about 40 minutes now, so. Whoa, it's not even a little delay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did you find the comment yet?
I can't see it.
Did you find the comment yet?
I can't see it.
I just see that's cool, love the Jeep, nice. Oh, Jeff said hi. Hi, Jeff. Yeah, I think we got all those questions up above there. So. Oh, that was our super chat from Jack to Jeep. Man, this echo's killing me.
Oh, yeah, shut it off.
Okay, that was liveception right there. Let's flip this camera back around. There's bugs flying everywhere, but get my finger out of the shot. Figure out where the camera is. So that's Matt's Blazer. If you guys like videos like this, kind of live stream showing off other people's rigs, I plan to do more. Really appreciate the super chat, and hopefully we get more of those. Hopefully we can show off more people's rigs. I know Swamp Donkey's going to be definitely one of them.
Yep.
He's building that up. So thanks for watching, guys. I guess we'll end it here. Stay bearded, stay jeeping. I'm out.